Afternoon, PewTube. Hope everyone's good. Now, like I warned people some time ago or whatever, if you have hope not hate scumbags around you, you can only expect problems, that side of things or whatever. Now, I did try warning AY and Roy about the hope not hate shit wrapped around giving the green light by the likes of Danny Roscoe. By the looks of it, Danny Roscoe, well, we know Danny Roscoe didn't warn, Roy didn't warn AY of the hope not hate scumbags that Danny chooses to have around and kind of cover for or whatever. It was Danny Roscoe that given the green light into the audit communities. Now, when people don't know no better and they've had no fucking warning, it's one of them, innit? Forewarned, forearmed, at least you know what you're dealing with or whatever. When people are not made aware and are not given a warning, you've got to expect problems realistically. Now, apparently on Channel 4, I think somebody said at 7 o'clock or whatever, they're going to be doing some sort of expose on the audit communities because AY decided it was a good idea to speak to the media. Now, even people that have been around 2 minutes know, realistically, you don't speak to the fucking media. You just literally disengage from their bullshit. Now, anyone that doesn't know that, realistically, it doesn't sit well, does it? I'd say most people know that you just don't speak to the media. Now, is it AY's massive fucking ego that made him want to engage with him and whatever? Or is it something a bit deeper? Do you know what I mean? You gotta think AY's only been around, 11 months or something. Now, the audit community has been going for years and it's never had a problem, it's never had issues, it's always been a decent community where people build each other up, build each other's channels up, this, that and the other. Now, since the entry of AY or whatever, the beginning stage seemed fine and whatever, up to about 10,000 followers or whatever. And then soon as Hope Not Hate, Jupiter and Wendy decided they was going to attach themselves to that situation and giving the green light by Danny Roscoe, we arrive at where we are now, where I guarantee, I mean, it's now what, 4 o'clock, it's not been aired yet, I guarantee without a shadow of a doubt they're going to roll up all the fucking bad bits, get all the bad bits, roll it all into one big ball of shit, and then paint every auditor out to be far right, racist, bullies, this, that, the other. They're gonna make it into one big fucking pile of shit and paint everybody with that pile of shit. That is what they do. That is why people do not speak to the media. Now, people are going to have to draw their own conclusions to why AY would have gone down that road. I mean, did he think he was going to make it into something good and whatever? Only a fool would think so, realistically. The media have always been out to shut these lanes down or whatever. They want to be the influence. They don't want random people picking up a camera and being able to influence thousands of people or whatever. Now, the audit communities, they don't seem to like just catch people from the left or the right or whatever. It seems to be one big net, and it seems to catch the masses or whatever, people that are not attached to anything, any group, one way or the other, and it's waking up the masses. Now, to me, it was pretty obvious that these things would be infiltrated at one point or another. That's why I give warnings out or whatever, and try to reach people like AY and Roy at the time or whatever. Now, it wasn't met with anything good realistically, was it? People tried to paint me in a bad light or whatever for trying to warn people or whatever. It's one of them, innit? Once you've acknowledged what I'm saying and do a little digging into what these people like Wendy and Jupiter have been involved in the past and whatever, covering up for Hope Not Hate, lying for Hope Not Hate for a number of years or whatever, it's not really hard to figure out what is going to evolve from having these cunts around. But people seem to fucking think they know better or whatever, without actually doing a little background check, without actually doing a little fact checking of what's being warned about or whatever. Now, like I say, I put most of that down to Danny Roscoe for trying to paint me in a bad light when I'm just literally warning people of what has already gone on in the past. Do you know what I mean? There isn't a patriot, realistically, there is not one patriot which is going to tell lies for Hope Not Hate, cover up for Hope Not Hate, and co-sign the people that have been sat with Hope Not Hate as an active participant to all the shenanigans that goes on. There's not anybody that can show me anything that is going to make that situation into a position where that person doing that would be a patriot and not some lefty infiltrating scumbags. Now, we'll see what comes tonight, I guess, or whatever. The same two scumbags, Jupiter and Wendy, were sat on Wendy's last night, making out that Raj from Speaker's Corner, implying that he's Hope Not Hate now as well or whatever, implying that he must have been Hope Not Hate from the beginning, this, that and the other. Now, it is what it is. You can't make people listen, you can't make people look at the evidence. People will draw their own conclusions regardless. I find it's usually when it's too late, once things have already evolved into something like this, what's unfolding tonight on Channel 4. Do you know what I mean? Too little, too late. You've had people saying on the comments, oh, don't give them nothing. Too little, too late. Once you've actually already gone down that road and you're starting to fucking engage with the fucking media or whatever, it's too little, too late to be going, oh, don't give them anything now. Do you know what I mean? Now, AY could just have a massive fucking ego or something and thought he could somehow, I don't know, fucking direct the way that the media would take what he's doing or whatever. Now, you could say realistically by AY being sent on a little mission to start problems with DJE, that could have brought more attention to all of this and whatnot. It's one of them, innit? Didn't need to go down that road. We didn't need to do the public back and forth bullshit and this, that and the other, and oh, I'm going to expose this one and he's going to expose me and blah blah blah. None of that needed to happen. That was Jupiter using AY to facilitate all that shit happening, because she had a fallout with DJE because he asked her nicely to not run his lives while he's live, because obviously that would have a effect on the views and obviously the money side of things or whatever. Now, when you look at it for what it was, realistically, that's just a personal gripe from Jupiter taken up by a useful idiot, AY. It started out as a fucking keeping for Jupiter or whatever, playing the big I am or whatever, and then ended up playing the victim, which is mad in itself, but that's what happened. Everybody's seen that's what happened. To then move on to speaking to the media or whatever, doesn't really sit well with me, realistically. How people around that situation are not calling it out for what it is. I'd say it's shocking, but it's really not. People have got like mislaid loyalties and whatnot. Loyalties to default, realistically. Now, like I say, I've got massive respect for the audit communities. It don't come down to who I personally like or don't like or whatever. I think they all do a great job. To see infighting started from these wonky hope not hate rats don't sit well with me or whatever, and that's why I've been outspoken on it. But people are going to do whatever they're going to do regardless, aren't they? Now, we can only see what comes out of this or whatever tonight. Guarantee it'll be nothing good, everything bad, and trying to paint all auditors in the same pot of fucking shit or whatever. And they do that realistically to discourage others from doing the same, discourage people from supporting the auditing communities, etc., to stop people coming out their houses and standing with them. So, yeah, it is what it is. The best, realistically, that you can kind of hope for with this fucking situation that's unfolding at the moment is it cleans up any dirty aspects of the auditing communities or whatever. Now, I don't think there's that much to clean up, to be fair. Most of them seem to do it in a good fashion, if you like, or whatever. It's only as of late that you've had the infighting going on and whatever, and people trying to expose each other, but we can see, anyone that dares to actually look, you can see where that infiltration and turning one against another has come from. The same wonky cunts that have done the same in every group, every community that they've ever been in, and that's Jupiter and Wendy Wu. Now, I've said from a long time or whatever, these two individuals will use useful idiots and will play the same game for the same team, but from both ends of the field. They'll split up every now and again and whatever and play it from both ends and whatever. Now, all they're doing realistically is dragging all the shit up, all the dirt out, chucking it around as many channels as possible to cause the problems leading up to where we are now. Now, anyone that can't see that, you're not looking hard enough, obviously. It's one of them, innit? You inject fucking cancer into any fucking movement, you can't really be surprised when these things happen, realistically. This is what they do. This is what they've done from day one, and this is what they'll continue to do so as long as they've got useful idiots around which will just take things at face value. Do you know what I mean? Anyone can say the right things to try and assimilate and fit in and this, that and the other. All you've got to do is look at what they've done in the past. It is that simple. For those that want to be deceived, they will be deceived. It is that simple. For those that bother to look at the facts and the evidence, they will see clear as day. These people are poison. These people are cancer. To any fucking group, any movement, any community. That's what they do. Destroy from within. And that's what they've done. So I'm going to leave it there. Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's well. Yeah, catch you on the next one.